Hey babes, it's Jenny Procopi from ChronicBabe.com, and it's time for another episode of AWAP Wednesday. If you haven't been with us before, AWAP stands for as well as possible, and babes, I am doing as well as possible today because here in Chicago we are still in the middle of the polar vortex, which is why I have a hat and 3 layers and all kinds of wool socks going on inside my apartment. So, today's question. It comes from me. I know I always answer your questions, but today I got a question for you. And then I'm going to try to answer it. But I'm really eager to hear your answers in the comments. So yesterday, I spent 5 hours doing healthcare related clerical stuff, making phone calls, getting prescriptions refilled, adapting to my new insurance, paying bills, getting files transferred, all kinds of stuff. And I was so disheartened by the end of it. It was such a frustrating process that I pretty much lost my mind and lost my temper and kind of just went nuts. I mean, there was a lot of crying. I might have thrown something like a phone case down the hallway. It was a really, really rough day. And it's one of those things where, you know, we chronic babes, we work really hard to kick ass all day, every day. And then sometimes these days just get crazy and we lose it. Because seriously, yesterday was supposed to be a work day and I spent 5 hours on healthcare related clerical stuff and almost none of my things are resolved. I still have calls with insurance people today. I still have prescriptions to follow up on. I still have a $1,000 refund I'm waiting for from my old insurance company. Like, a lot of stuff is still in flux. So here's my question, and then I'm going to try to answer it, but I really want to hear what you have to say. My question is this: how do you cope on those days when you just lose your shit? Like, how do you regain that chronic babe-ness? Because I woke up a chronic babe yesterday, and by the end of the day, I was just like a broken, sobbing mess. And you know what? Today, I got to get it together. It's Wednesday. Normally, I have the video done and already uploaded for y'all, and it's 10 a.m. And here I am, just quickly shooting it on my phone, winging it. Just kind of going with the flow because I couldn't do any of my prep yesterday because I was such a mess. So the question, how do you bring it? How do you bring it back? How do you come back to chronic babe-ness? This is what I would love to hear from any of you. So let's get all Wayne and Garth on it. Any children of the 80s? There. Let's pretend that I just asked that question, like someone else asked that question, and I'm going to answer it. You can see how together I am today. This is not rehearsed in any way. Okay, so here's a couple things I've done today to try to regain my chronic babe-ness. Today I started my day with a delicious smoothie full of all kinds of healthy ingredients, some protein, some spinach, some ginger, honey, chia seeds. So healthy meal that I know is going to help me. I heated up my back. I did 20 minutes of yoga and stretching. I read a little motivational stuff. I burned some incense and tried to get thoughtful. I had a very upbeat, uplifting phone call with someone, which really helped. Those are the things I've done so far today. And so I feel like those are helping me get my mojo back. It definitely, that phone call with somebody actually talking about some positive stuff really helped. And maybe that's where I want to focus my answer to myself. And maybe this will resonate with a lot of you. That phone call with that person where I talked a lot about positivity and how as chronic babes we can advocate for ourselves, that actually really lifted me up. So maybe that's something that we can build into our schedules, is how do we figure out a time each day, or if we're having a particularly rough day, maybe we have somebody or a phone tree or list of people we know we can call and just talk for a few minutes about how we can still kick ass even if we're having a really shitty day like I had yesterday. So that's what I got for you today. I'm winging it. I'm doing it as well as possible, which means I'm doing a quick little video on the phone. I'm going to upload it to YouTube right now. I'm going to put it out there. No editing, no nothing, because I got a lot of catching up to do because I blew like all of yesterday. Not that I wasn't working. I couldn't get actual work done. A lot of clerical crap. All right. I know it's an atypical AWAP Wednesday, but doing it as well as I can. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm really eager to hear your responses and hear your tips because I need them. It's not just you who needs it. It's me too. So please, 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 please add your comments below, whether you're on YouTube or on the website. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you have future questions, I promise that next week I will answer at least one of the questions that you send me. Please go to the website and submit your question or add it into the comments below. That's it. Stay warm today. Wear the hat. Layer up for the polar vortex. And until we meet again, be AWAP. Mwah.